It's gotten even cooler. Damar Hamlin has been released from the hospital. He's returned to Buffalo and moving on to his next stage of recovery. Man, a week ago today, we were all witness one of the most horrific moments we've ever seen on an NFL football field. And yesterday, as you just heard Josh Allen describe, we got one of the most chilling moments in a good way, as in goosebumps, those types of chills. When Nyheim Hines took the opening kickoff back. Of course he did.
Come on.
We talk Friday, man. We talk Friday. Let's pick up what we talked about on Friday because, I tried to express my anxiousness or anxiety about, watching football again just days after what we saw on Monday. And I didn't mean to be melodramatic about it, but it was just like, what's it gonna feel like watching this game or watching even that team, given the last thing we saw just days ago. And thankfully in those days, Damar progressed to a point where his breathing tube was removed and he was talking to family and teammates, but it was scary in that moment and it was scary in the immediate aftermath. But then yesterday, or I'll follow your lead, Josh Allen, but God, because it's like, yesterday it's like, this is what sports is all about, man. Now I'm gonna get cheesy. This is what sports is all about. This is why we do this. This is why you and I do this for a living. This is why people turn out in mass. This is why this is our national obsession. This is why sports is a great unifier. Ooh. Everybody, regardless of what God you serve, everybody was praying to their God for the recovery of Damar Hamlin. And everybody was praising their God, even if you are not a Buffalo Bills fan, for that moment, because that was an incredible, incredible moment. Around the league, all the tributes around the league, whether it was Saturday, whether it was yesterday, it was all just so beautiful, all so touching. And for something so great to come out of something so dire was really just uplifting.
Yeah, I mean, just that moment. I love watching the reaction. Love watching the reaction of Josh Allen. Love watching the reaction of Sean McDermott. And just the crowd. I mean, you weren't even sure what their performance was going to be. It was a charged atmosphere. It was an emotional atmosphere. It was great to see all the threes around Highmark Stadium there in Orchard Park, New York. But you weren't really sure. And then that just really set the tone from the start. Like, nobody expected that. Nobody said, I bet you he's about to run this back.
Right.
And see it once, but not once, but twice.
Well, and something that's increasingly rare, as we know, in today's NFL. And kickoff returns don't happen, like you said, it's been 3 years and 3 months since the last time the Bills had a kickoff return touchdown. It's just like this whole situation was so ugly and so sickening and so devastating. And now it's like it's just become such a great story. And that's the power of sports, man. It's why why we do it. It's why we love it so much, man.
I said I like all their reactions. How about the reaction, another layer to the story? Damar Hamlin trying to take our jobs, live tweeting this thing, okay? He's live tweeting from the hospital, and he sees the kickoff return, and he writes, OMFG. That was his response to that. So, I mean, just so many great things from that yesterday. I can't remember the last time I got chills watching a game, as you said it.
Yeah.
I saw that, and I just, I couldn't help it. I said, man, that is
last week.
It's amazing to see.
We talked last week about kind of how we're numb to the violence. People that do what we do, sometimes we kind of get numb to, these stories or numb to these things that happen, what transpires in front of us. It's like, you can't be a human being and not have been touched by what happened in Buffalo yesterday. So, quick pivot to the playoff picture in the AFC. Look, Damar Hamlin may end up making an appearance at the wild card game against the Dolphins, who did get into the playoffs. What is your read on the AFC playoff picture? Let's just take AFC for now.
Not that interesting.
Because, huh?
I just don't think the playoffs are going to be that interesting in the AFC.
In the AFC?
Because of
why is that?
In the AFC. I think the NFC will be interesting.
Well, thankfully we don't have a coin toss deciding the wild card home field advantage. Thankfully we don't have that. But why won't the AFC be interesting?
Well, because I think the top 3 seeds, I don't really see any opportunities for surprises. I think the top 3 seeds are clearly above the rest of the conference. I think Miami has no shot against Buffalo.
It feels that way.
Hey, thank you for watching Brother from Another. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that now. Don't forget, you can catch us 3 to 4 weekdays on PeacockTV.com and on Sirius XM Channel 85.